Do you adore LeBron James to the hilt? Have you ever wished you could have a close-up conversation with your idol? One ardent fan receives a startling reality check in this eye-opening video which casts doubt on his view of his basketball hero. A rollercoaster of emotions is about to begin. On the edge of making NBA history, LeBron James is about equaling the legendary Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time scoring record. James's incredible career is about to reach its peak, with just 36 points standing between him and this enormous accomplishment. However, James's quest for greatness goes beyond achieving statistical benchmarks, even as he gets closer to breaking Abdul-Jabbar's record. James wants to become the greatest basketball player of all time, a title that's frequently accorded to Michael Jordan, in addition to surpassing Abdul-Jabbar. James adamantly believes he is the greatest player to have ever played basketball, even in spite of Jordan's unmatched history and influence on the sport. James has set records and continually exceeded expectations over his storied 20-year career, displaying an unequaled mix of skill, athleticism, and basketball IQ. James has had a lasting impact on the NBA throughout his career, starting with his rookie season with the Cleveland Cavaliers and continuing with his championship runs with the Miami Heat and Cleveland Cavaliers, as well as his present position with the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James is on a mission to rewrite the history of basketball greatness. He's closing in on the momentous task of breaking Abdul-Jabbar's scoring record and ensuring his place among the game's greatest players. What do you feel about this part of the greatest player, LeBron? Let's have a look on the other side. The criticism behind LeBron being the GOAT is not a new thing. What's your opinion on this issue? It begs the issue of whether LeBron is the greatest 36-year-old player in NBA history, given that he appears to be nearing the end of his career. Only a handful of NBA players in history have had seasons that are comparable to LeBron's predicted stats at age 36. Tim Duncan, Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar are those players. LeBron James is expected to end this season averaging 26 points, 9.4 assists, 8.1 rebounds, 1.2 steals, and 0.6 blocks per game according to Basketball Reference. This is where the controversy starts. What might be the reason behind fixing LeBron as the greatest player of all time, smashing all the other players with the same kind of ability? LeBron James is frequently criticized for being too similar to Michael Jordan, who was an unequaled player in his age in the GOAT discussion. Beyond only numbers, Jordan's influence on basketball transcended society and established him as a symbol of skill on the court. Many people use Jordan's 6 NBA titles with the Chicago Bulls as proof that he's better than LeBron, who's only won 4 titles in his career. Jordan's ability to score points is another major criticism of the comparison. Jordan has a greater career scoring average than LeBron James and regularly led the league in scoring during his playing career. In addition to his unequaled competitiveness and killer instinct, Jordan's ability to score points and dominate games has cemented his status as one of the most dominant players in NBA history. LeBron James and Michael Jordan played in different eras, which is another point of contention. In contrast to LeBron's age, which some believe to be less competitive, critics contend that Jordan faced tougher competition and more physical play during his period, especially in the 1990s. Jordan's struggles against tough teams like the Showtime Los Angeles Lakers and the bad boy Detroit Pistons are frequently used as examples of the difficulties he encountered and overcame on his way to becoming a great player. Moreover, opponents highlight Jordan's cultural relevance and worldwide effect in addition to his statistical contributions to the game. Jordan became a household name worldwide thanks to his footwear brand, Air Jordan, which transformed the sneaker market and went beyond basketball. His legendary performances, such as the shot and the flu game, have been ingrained in basketball history and are considered pieces of basketball legends. On the other hand, some contend that despite LeBron James' undeniable influence on basketball, he's not attained the same degree of cultural relevance and iconic stature as Michael Jordan. Even with all of his on-court achievements, multiple MVP honors, selection to the All-Star team, and statistical milestones, LeBron's legacy is still a topic of discussion and controversy. What's your opinion at this point? On the other hand, LeBron James' postseason performances are a major source of contention for his detractors in the ongoing discussion of who the best basketball player of all time is. Some contend that LeBron is not always played at his peak when it matters most, especially in the NBA Finals, despite the fact that he has unquestionably had many memorable postseason moments and outstanding performances throughout his career. LeBron's performance in the NBA Finals is among the most frequent complaints leveled at him. Critics point to his defeats and lackluster performances in some of his final appearances, despite the fact that he's made multiple trips to the finals and won 4 championships. LeBron's critics claim that his current 4-6 finals record is nothing compared to Michael Jordan's nearly flawless 6-0 finals record. Jordan is sometimes credited as having the best playoff performance because of his perfect record in the NBA Finals and his reputation for performing well under pressure. Moreover, opponents highlight particular occasions during LeBron's postseason career where he fell short at pivotal times. For instance, LeBron struggled with his shooting and showed hesitation in crucial moments during the Miami Heat's dismal loss to the Dallas Mavericks in the 2011 NBA Finals. Similar to this, LeBron's play was erratic in the 2014 NBA Finals matchup with the San Antonio Spurs, and the Heat were easily crushed in 5 games. Michael Jordan, on the other hand, is renowned for his extraordinary playoff performances, especially at pivotal moments. Jordan's game-winning jumpers have become legendary in basketball history. Examples include the shot against Craig Ello in the 1989 playoffs and the last shot against the Utah Jazz in the 1998 NBA Finals. Jordan's status as the best clutch player was cemented by his ability to step up his play when it counted most and win titles for his club. LeBron's statistical supremacy throughout the playoffs, according to his detractors, does not necessarily translate into success at pivotal times. LeBron has accumulated outstanding stats during his playoff career, including multiple triple-doubles and high-scoring games, but his critics contend that winning titles is not always correlated with individual accomplishments. In the end, there are many different sides to the argument of LeBron James's postseason performance. His detractors will always hold him to the benchmark established by Michael Jordan, whose nearly flawless playoff record and clutch performances have become the stuff of mythology, even if he has certainly excelled in the postseason and produced unforgettable moments. Whatever one's personal beliefs, it's impossible to dispute LeBron's influence on basketball as a game or his status as one of the best players of all time. His detractors frequently cite LeBron James's dependence on skilled teammates as a shortcoming in his quest to become the greatest basketball player of all time. They contend that LeBron has had trouble leading teams with smaller supporting casts and has to rely largely on standout players. On the other hand, athletes like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar are mentioned as instances of successful people who had success with teams that lacked quality, demonstrating their capacity to uplift those around them. Is LeBron James' status as one of the best players in NBA history diminished by his reliance on skilled teammates? Some claim that LeBron's title as the greatest player of all time is in doubt because he hasn't been able to consistently lead a team with inferior skills to a championship. Supporters of LeBron, however, emphasize that he has an impact on the game that goes beyond simply racking up stats, pointing to his capacity to improve the play of those around him. Opponents say that concentrating only on numbers ignores intangible elements of a player's game, like defensive influence, leadership, and clutch play. Despite LeBron James's great stats, some think it's important to take these intangibles into account when assessing his total influence. It's possible that statistics alone won't adequately convey LeBron's leadership qualities, clutch performance, and defensive contributions, all crucial aspects of his excellence. Because of this, it's necessary to evaluate LeBron's accomplishments both on and off the court in order to fully establish his legacy as a possible GOAT. A well-rounded opinion must take into account each aspect of a player's game, as the discussion over who should be crowned the greatest basketball player of all time is complex and subjective. What is your opinion on differentiating LeBron James from other NBA players and lending him the rightful label of GOAT? And that's about all. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, and if you'd like more updates on sports, subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click the bell icon to not miss out on any video and get notifications on time. And don't hesitate to give your suggestions for our videos in the comments section below. Until next time, goodbye.